Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Dhyayami Chinmayanandam Gurudevam Mahamatim Prema Purnam Kriyashilam Sada Lokahite Ratam Kripalum Sundarakaram Samartham Satyadarshinam Vacha Tattva Prakashinya Shoka Moha Vinashinam. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Namah Shri Tulsi Dasa Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamrite Name. Om Shri Tulsi Dasaya Namaha. Hari Om, a very warm welcome to this series of Sampurna Tulsi Ramayana. We saw in the last series on the last day how Manthara is influencing Kaikeyi to a tangent path, a wrong path. She is misleading, and we also saw how she is, deriving with lot of so-called logic and trying to mislead Kaikeyi. She takes lot of support from emotions, from relationships, from incidences, from stories, etc., 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 to influence Kaikeyi. She also, what do you call it as? Emotional blackmail, we call. Look at that. We saw in the last class, Karikarupa Vidhi Paravasakinha. Bhagavan has made me a handicap in manner of saying, an ugly person to look like a miserable person with that ugliness in me. Bavaso luniya lahiya jodinha. And she says, probably this is my karma phala. What we sow only we have to reap. Therefore, I must have done something wrong. Therefore, I have got this birth with ugliness. And then she gave that very strong statement, Kondrupaho uhamahika jahani. Whoever is the king, what does it matter to me? Think, very, very terrible way of handling. Very, very bad way of thinking. Whoever is the king, what does it matter to me? Every individual, every citizen of a nation, not just Bharata Punya Bhumi, everywhere, everybody must think that they are also a part of the whole. Therefore, if the king or the Raja or the government in whichever country it is, if they are doing wrong, it is the responsibility of the citizen to raise voice and show them that they are wrong. Look at that emotional blackmailing which he does. Time and again we have to remember, time and again we have to recollect. Cheri chadiya baho bakirani. Because if let us suppose Rama becomes the Yuvaraja, will my position change? Or even if Bharata takes the throne, will my position change? Will I become a queen? No, I continue to remain a servant. Therefore, how does it matter? Now, because I cannot see harm being done to you, I raised my voice to tell you. Now, I will better keep quiet. I will become mum. I will not say anything. I will only say, yes, madam. And then I will keep quiet. What is that? Please forgive me. Excuse me. Chamiye devi badi chuka hamari. I made a mistake by telling you. Sorry. Please pardon me. Apologies. Gudha kapata priya bachana suni. Kapata bachana, but did not, Kaikeyi did not realize it. She took her to be very truthful, and with a very unstable mind, Suramaya Basabairinihi, along with the power of the Suramaya, the Maya of the gods, Kaikeyi lost control of herself. Sukrita Jani Patiyani, she mistook an enemy to a friend and reposed faith in Manthara. How sad. Continuing, see how all Manthara influences still more. Sadara puni puni puchati yohi sabari gana mrigi janumohi tasimati phiri ahai jasi bhavi rahasi cheri ghata janu bhavi तुम पूछहु मैं कहत डेराऊ धरेहु मोर घर फोरी नाऊ सजी प्रतीति बहु विधि गढ़ी छोली अवध साढ़ साती तब बोली प्रिय सिय राम कहा तुम रानी राम ही तुम प्रिय सो पुरी बानी रहा प्रथम अब ते दिन बीते समऊ फिरे रिपु हो ही पीरीथे बानु कमल कुल पोषनिहारा बिनु जल जारी करई सोई छारा जरी तुम्हारी चह सवती उखारी रूधहु करी उपाऊ बर भारी तुम ही न सोचु सोहाग बल निज बस जानहु रावु मन मलिन मुह मीठ नृपु रावुर सरल सुभावु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सादर पुनि पुनि पूछति योही। Queen. Now see, the status of the mind of Kaikeyi is slowly, gradually, deteriorating. She is becoming more and more influenced. Therefore, that inner fear, inner disturbance, inner agitation is expressing as questioning mantra again and again. Sadara puni puni puchati. Again and again she asks mantra. Sabari gana mrigi janu mohi. And she is hypnotized completely. How? Gana mrigi janu mohi sabari. This mriga, deer, the tribal men and women, we have discussed this earlier also. The tribal men and women who run to catch the mriga, deer, they sing very beautifully. That woman in particular, they sing such beautiful songs. The deers get attracted and they become still listening to this song, and it is at that time they are being caught. Similarly, Kaikeyi has become the deer and Manthara is as though singing those tribal songs, and Kaikeyi is completely helpless, as though. Tasimati phiri ahai jasi bhavi. And slowly, as the fate, takes it, the mind of Kaikeyi slowly gets converted from being simple and noble to being influenced. Rahasi cheri ghata janu bhabi. While Kaikeyi's mind is changing, that is evident in her face. Looking at that, Manthara is pleased. She is very happy. Why? Her plan, is getting fully exhibited and it is being successful. Now, this is where Kaikeyi made a mistake. What is a mistake? She allowed Manthara to speak. Greatest mistake. She allowed Manthara to speak. If in case she had not allowed Manthara to speak, then Manthara's words, very, very influencing words, would not have actually changed the mind of Kaikeyi. Because she made her to speak, allowed her to speak for a long period of time with lot of her own logic, etc., naturally Kaikeyi fell prey. Narada Bhakti Sutra says, Dussangaha tyajya. The bad company must be given up. Tyajya. And therefore, one more place it is said, Nastika Vairi. Nastika means the one who does not believe. Nastika Vairi Charitram Nashravaniyam. It must not be listened to. These are all very important tips for our life to be happy. Don't get influenced. Don't fall prey to other people's planning and scheming in disturbing your peace. Because, see, it is very, very difficult not to get influenced when you listen carefully. When you listen carefully, those words slowly get in and change the mind. After all, it is mind. Please understand. After all, it is mind. If I can place intelligence above the mind, then we can be safe. But if we don't place intelligence above and allow the mind, then we have to pay a price for it. And that is what is happening here. तुम पूछहु मैं कहत डेराऊ. She said, why you are persisting and questioning me? Manthara tells Kaikeyi, why are you persisting and questioning me? I am afraid to open my lips. Why? You said you will pull the tongue away. And therefore I am scared. 2, you are getting offended by what I am speaking. Therefore I am very scared to open the lips. Dharehu mor ghar pori now. And what did you tell? You said, I divide the house. A mischief maker, as though. When you speak such statements that I come and divide the house, how do you expect me to speak? Think how very beautifully she brings in logic and tries to capture the mind, pervert the mind of Kaikeyi. Saji pratiti bahu bidhi gadi choli. And in this way, she entering into the arena of Kaikeyi's mind and manipulating her thoughts, Manthara is successful. Think. Avadha sada sati tab boli. She said, Ayodhya is now entering that Sade Sat. What is Sade Sat? The term of Shani Bhagavan, 7.5 years. All of us are going through or gone through or will be going through. When everything goes wrong, you say, I think Sade Sat is happening in my life. Meaning what? Everything goes bad when Shani Bhagavan decides. This is how we console ourselves or we explain ourselves for probably our weakness also, in whichever way. Now it is said, Avadha Sadasati. Ayodhya is going through, not individual, whole Ayodhya itself. Priyasiya Ramu Kaha Tumarani. O Rani, O Queen, you just now said, Sita and Rama, Priya. Priyasiya Ramu Kaha Tum. You just now said, for you, Rama and Sita is extremely dear. And for Rama and Sita also, even you are extremely dear. Rama hi tuma priya so puribani. You also said, you endeared Rama, and Rama in turn also loves you so much. Raha pratama ab te din beete. Then you must understand one thing, Kaikeyi. What you think that the king is under your control, Rama loves you so much. All these are now gone. All these are past tense. Those days are gone. Therefore, don't again have such feelings. Times change. Samau pire ripoho hi pirite. As and when the tide turns, as though at that time you will find friend becomes enemy and enemies may become friend. Think. Therefore, Kalaha, in the Kala Chakra, all these can happen. Now she says, a very powerful example she gives. Bhanu Kamala Kula Poshanihara. The sun is a poshaka for the lotus to bloom. Isn't it? Without sun, lotus cannot bloom. But the same sun, if the lotus is not properly watered, dries away the lotus with its heat. Same sun. Once what was poshaka to the lotus becomes the very burning principle. If the lotus is not properly watered, binu jalajari karai soi chora. It turns the lotus into ashes. Jari tumhare chah savati ukhari. your see, there is no, I don't know whether there is any exact word for south. South in Hindi means co-wife, you may say. Co-wife. There is no exact word for co-sister, we say, isn't it? So here co-wife, Kaushalya, if you are careless, Kausalya will strike you in your roots. She will burn your roots itself. Rudhahi kari, upavu barabari. Please protect yourself. If you don't protect yourself, if you don't put a proper fence around you, you will be completely, dismantled. Be very careful. And after that, there will not be any remedy. Therefore, find a remedy for yourself. Tumahi na sochu sohag bale, nija bas janahu ravu. You are actually free from anxiety till now. Why? Because strength, sohag bala, because of your strength of the king, who is your husband, you are being very free. But know very much that he is also under your sway. Nija basa janahu ravu. He is under your sway. Remember this. Manamalina muhamitha nrupa. At the same time, please look at that. Manamalina. His mind is very, very malicious, very dangerous, very crooked. Wrong thoughts. Manamalina. Muhamitha. Whereas the tongue is very sweet. So he speaks to you very sweetly, but his mind is completely perverted. Is completely of lot of malicious thoughts. Ravura sarala subhavu. You are a very, very, what do you call it as, faultless by nature, but at the same time, the king is not. Look at the varieties of so-called logic she gives to turn around Kaikeyi's mind. Therefore, mistake after mistake Kaikeyi is doing. Why? Allowing everything to happen. Allowing Manthara to speak, Kaikeyi is continuously doing mistakes. Now see, what are all the other logic she gives? Chatura gambhira Rama mahatari, bichupai nija bata savari, pathaye baratu bhupana niyavure, Rama matu mata jana baravure, सेवहि सकल सवति मोहिनी के, गर्भित भरत मातु बल पीके, सालु तुमार कौशिलहि माई, कपट चतुर नहीं होई जनाई, राजहि तुम पर प्रेम विशेषी, सवति सुभावु सकई नहीं देखी, रचि प्रपंचु भूप ही अपनाई, राम तिलक हित लगन धराई, यह कुल उचित राम कहूँ टीका, सब ही सोहाई मोहि सुटिनी का, आगिली बात समुझि डरु मोहि, देवु दैवु फिरि सो फलु ओहि, रचि पचि कोटिक कुटिलपन, कीनिसि कपट प्रबोधु, कहिसि कथा सत सवति कै, जेहि विधि बाढ़ विरोधु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Chatura Gambhira Rama Mahatari. Hey Kaikeyi, O Queen, haven't you noticed properly? I will tell you what the truth is. Rama Mahatari, mother of Rama, Kaushalya, Chatura, she is a very clever woman. And Gambhira, meaning what? A very deep person, very confident person, clear person. She plans everything properly. Who is telling? Manthara is telling about Kaushalya. Actually, who is planning? Manthara is the person. But then what does she say? Gambhira, very, very strong person. Bichu pai nija bata samvari. Look at that. In between, she found a right opportunity to turn everything towards herself. Who? Kaushalya ji. Pathaye barato bhupa nani aure. What did she do? At the right time, she sent Bharata away to the maternal uncle's place. Her brother only, isn't it? Kaikeyi's brother only. She sent to Kaikeyi Desha. Rama matu mata janabar aure. And you must know, Kaikeyi, all this happens at the suggestion of Rama's mother only. It is not the king who has taken decision. Rama's mother, Kaushalya's suggestion to send Bharata and Shatrughna away. Think. Seva hi sakala savati mohini ke. And all the co-wives of Kaushalya ji, all of them are serving me well. Because I am the dearest wife of Raja Dasharatha. Therefore, other wives are serving me very well. For this, she is jealous. And in another way of looking at it, they are all serving Kaushalya ji because she is the Jeshta Patni of Raja Dasharatha. And then she feels very proud. See the beautiful way of looking at it. They are serving Kaushalya ji, for which she is very proud. They are also serving me because I am the dearest wife of Dasharatha. Therefore, she is jealous. Salutumara. Think. Salutumara Kausila Himai. Oh, mother. You are totally unaware. You are oblivious of the fact that you are a thorn in Kausalya's heart. See how she is playing with emotions. She says, Kaikeyi is a thorn in Kausalya's heart. Think. Kapata chatura nahi hoi janai. She is too very, crafty, influencing, very chatura. Nahi hui janai. She will not easily disclose her mind. She will not disclose to anyone. Internally, she is a very chaturai. She is very capable. She can turn anything. Raja hituma para premo biseshi. The king is particularly fond of you. And we know the reason, because Kaikeyi brought him out of that Yuddha where he was about to die. Kaikeyi very, very skillfully brought the chariot out and she saved Dasharatha. Therefore, he has got all the more love for you. And one more reason I will tell you. Savati subhav sakai nahi dekhi. This Savati, that is the co-wife, Kaushalya ji, cannot stand you becoming dearer to the king. Natural. It is a natural thing. Therefore, she takes that, though Kaushalya has no such intentions. Kaushalya loves Kaikeyi and Sumitra equally. She loves all the sons equally. She had no such intentions. But look at the way Manthara is poisoning the mind of Kaikeyi. And these are generally talked about situations in the world. Therefore, it becomes, oh, maybe so. Why? So many places I have seen this. Think. Savati Subhavu, the very nature of a daughter-in-law or co-wife. Here it is co-wife, incidentally. Isn't it? Sakai nahi dekhi. She cannot tolerate, she cannot stand you being so dear to the king. Rachi prapanchu bhupahi apavnai. And that is why, resorting to plot, she is winning over the king. She is plotting something to win over the king and make Rama as the Raja, sending Bharata away. Rama tilaka hita lagana dharai. For the sake of coronating Rama to the throne, she fixed the date also accordingly after sending Bharata. Think. The Muhurta is planned in such a way that Bharata cannot come. How can something be planned very next day? In kingdoms it is possible because everybody is ready for anything. Right? But then, Pattabhisheka tomorrow, not Pattabhisheka, what is that? Coronation of Yuvaraja tomorrow morning. By that, Bharata cannot come back. Look at the plot. Kaushalya does. Manthara says Kaikeyi. Yahan kula uchita Rama kahutika. The coronation of Rama is as per tradition only, accepted. Kula uchita. Sabai sohai mohi sutinika. Kaikeyi says now. Rama's coronation is according to the tradition. Where is there something wrong in it? This is the tradition. Raghukula Vamsha, Surya Kula Vamsha always has kept up the tradition. The first son will ascend the throne. The rest of them will serve him. This is the Kula Riti. Therefore, where is something wrong? Secondly, Kaikeyi is speaking. Sabai Sohai, everybody loves him. Earlier she said, what is the problem you have? It appears only Kaikeyi has got that problem. Manthara has got that problem. Even Kaikeyi did not have. Isn't it? That is what she expresses. Sabihi sohai. Mohi suthinika. I am also very happy with it. It goes along with my taste. I love Rama that much. Rama is the right person to ascend the throne. There is nothing wrong happening. And then immediately look at the contaminated mind taking the reins. Immediately she, fumbles a little. Though she says it's according to my taste, it appears to have become the past. See? Agili bata samuji dharu mohi. Now I am scared. I shudder to think of the consequences that will happen according to what you have told. Manthara. Think. Devu daivu phiri so phalu ohi. I only wish the heaven changes the direction and all the mischief which Kaushalya is doing goes back to her only. Kaikeyi says, under the influence of Manthara, that Kaushalya should face the tune, not me. Think. This is a very powerful weapon which Manthara used, which struck hard into the heart of Kaikeyi. Until then, Kaikeyi was such a pure person, such a wonderful mother. And not just the mother of Bharata, she was more a mother of Rama, in a manner of saying. She loved Rama more than her own son. But look at the way things are happening. Ruchi pachi kotika kutilapanam. Manthara, framing new ideas, inventing new ideas, injecting as though Kaikeyi's mind, and with a mischievous plan, she is trying to change the whole thing. Ruchi pachi kotika kutilapana kinesi kapata prabodhu. Manthara is completely changing the track of the queen Kaikeyi with all her, genuine creation as though of Vada. Kahisi katha sat savati ke jehi bidi bad birodhu. Then what she did? She started giving lot of stories, 101 stories of co-wives suffering because of the other. Again remember, Kaikeyi is allowing Manthara to speak. Hence all these are happening. And she is listening and therefore getting influenced. Very many times, one should not listen too much of people who are trying to influence you. We must be aware. We must also understand that we are also normal human beings working with our own mind and intellect, and by and large, exception sustained, by and large, everybody falls prey to the mind's way rather than giving strength and ability to the intellect to decide. In fact, intellect does not decide. This is a very important part. Intellect does not decide. Intellect gives you the two phases. This is good, this is bad. This is right, this is wrong. This is conducive, this is unconducive. It gives us, selection is done by the mind. If the mind is perverted, if the mind gets influenced, naturally mind will not be able to listen to the intellect, and we will definitely go wrong in our path. What a beautiful learning. Therefore, 101 stories Manthara tells only to bring jealousy in the heart of Kaikeyi and an aversion, a hatred towards Kaushalya. How powerful all these wicked people are. In fact, they are very powerful. We should be very careful. Continuing. Bhavi bhasa pratiti ura aayi पूछरानी पुनि सपथ देवाई का पूछहु तुम अबहु न जाना निज हित अनहित पशु पहिचाना भयउ पाखु दिन सजत समाजु तुम पाई सुधि मोहि सन आजु खाइय पहिरिय राज तुम्हारे सत्य कहे नहीं दोषु हमारे जौ असत्य कछु कहब बनाई तौ विधि देहि हम ही सजाई राम ही तिलक काली जौ भयउ तुम कहूँ विपति बीजु विधि बयउ रेक कंछाई कहु बलु भाषी भामिनी भयहु दूध कई माखी जौ सुत सहित करहु सेवकाई तौ घर रहु न आन उपाई कद्रु बिन तहि दीन दुखु तुम ही कौशिला देव भरतु बंदी गृह से हही लखनु राम के नेब सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। भावि भस प्रतीति उर आई They say, no, as fate would have it, the queen started trusting Manthara. So sad. Pucharani puni sapatha devayi. And when she did shapata on her own life, Manthara, think about it. When I love somebody so much, I will naturally fall prey for all such drama. Queen also fell prey for the false shapata on her own life. Again she questioned Manthara. Oh, Manthara, whatever you are saying, is it true? The very question itself proves Kaikeyi's mind is no more with her. It has been hijacked by Manthara. Think. Unless we are strong in our mind, we can be tossed hither and thither by anybody and everybody, Tom, Dick and Harry. All our spiritual practices that we are performing is only for strengthening this mind. Manaha eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Therefore, strengthen the mind through proper samskaras. Then it cannot get influenced. Is it not? Kapuchahu tuma bahuna jana. Don't you know what you are asking? Manthara is now turning the table to, become very strong. Why? She has understood Kaikeyi is fallen for the plot. What is that you are inquiring me again and again? It is so strange. You don't even understand good and bad. Even now you don't understand. Nijahita anahita pasi pahichana. Even animal knows what is good and what is bad. What's wrong with you, O queen? Bhayaupa khudina sajata samaju. You know what is happening outside? You are enjoying, sleeping, playing, things like that within the palace. You don't know what is happening in the world. For the past 15 days, preparations are going on for Rama's coronation. 15 days. My God. See how, what a lie it is. Only the previous day decision was taken, the next day Rama to become Yuvaraja. But what does Manthara say? Since 15 days preparations going on. My God. How more can you find ways to, grab the mind of the other, influence the mind of the other, pervert the mind of the other? A very simple mind it was, Kaikeyi's mind. So sweet, so peaceful, so good, so loyal. But look at Manthara's style. It has become completely perverted. And with all false information. 15 days, for the last fortnight it is happening. 15 days it is happening. Now see, we have to remember one thing. All these are cooked up stories only, naturally. Why? Bharata was not sent by the Raja. Please note very carefully. Bharata was not sent by the Raja. Her brother came after their marriage. They came and then they took them as a holiday. Isn't it? We saw that earlier. Therefore, where is the question of 15 days? The whole decision was taken after Bharata had gone to the maternal uncle's place. Therefore, that the preparations are happening since fortnight is a wrong statement. Next, king did not send, remember. Next point is very important. King Dasharatha did not have issues earlier for long ages. He did not have issues. At that time was the war. And in that war which Dasharatha had to fight, he was being hit, and at that time Kaikeyi went and skillfully brought the chariot out, and she saved Dasharatha's life, and then Dasharatha got married to her. And while getting married, now please be very attentive, while he was getting married to Kaikeyi, Kaushalya and Sumitra did not have issues. That was the whole issue, is it not? He also wanted to marry Kaikeyi because through her he can beget a son. With that in mind, he gave a word to Kaikeyi that if you beget a son, he will become the Raja of Ayodhya. Naturally, when Kaushalyaji did not have a son, Sumitraji did not have a son, naturally, in case Kaikeyi begets a son, he will only become the Raja. Goes without saying. But what happened? The table turned. So many things happened, and finally Kaushalyaji begot the first son of Dasharatha, and then Kaikeyi, Sumitra, all of them. So naturally what happened? Rama becomes the eldest son, and according to the Kula, Rama had to take the throne. So from that standpoint also, it is wrong. Tumapai sudhi mohina sun aju. You came to know this from me today. Otherwise, you didn't even know. You were oblivious. Khaya pahiriya raj tumhare. See, I have to be loyal to you. O queen, I am loyal to you because I am eating food from you. Food, clothing, shelter. All the three are provided by you to me. Therefore, I was being sincere to you. Emotional blackmail. Satya kahi nahi doshu hamare. Therefore, I cannot be blamed. I have to be loyal to you, and I was speaking the truth. Now, I cannot be blamed. Satya kahe nahi doshu hamare. Jao asatya ka chukah banai. In case if I tell a lie, giving you false information, coloring the truth, etc., tau bidhi deihi. Vidhi Dehi, God will definitely give me Amahi Sajai. He will punish me. When all such statements are given, naturally Kaikeyi has to accept, isn't it? Ramahi tilaka kali jau bayavu. Tomorrow morning Rama will be coronated. Tumakahu bipati biju vidhi bayavu. Through that, Bhagavan has sowed the seed of calamity in you. You are going to be torn apart. Rekha kachai kahau bali bhashi. I swear, I draw a line to swear that very emphatically, please note, very, very emphatically she says, I swear. Can't you see in the, what do you call that? Can't you see the writing on the wall, they say, in the modern language. Can't you see the writing on the wall? Bhamini bhai dudha kai makhi. You will be thrown away like a fly which has come and fell into the milk. The way they remove and throw, you will be taken and thrown away. Jausuta sahita karau sevakai. You will become a servant along with your son. Tau ghara rahahu na anaupai. You will be even thrown out of the palace. You will be kicked out of the house. You will not be allowed to stay in the palace. In no circumstances it can happen. Take it from me. And then she gives another example. Kadru banata hidin dukhu. Tumahi kausalya deva. Bharatu bandi griha soiha hi. Lakhanu rama ke seva. If the coronation happens tomorrow, she gives one example. I will talk about tomorrow because I have already taken more time today. Tumahi kausalya deva. You will be tyrannized by Kaushalyaji, and Bharatu Bandigriha Seihahi. Both of you will be put into jail, or rather, Bharata will be put into jail, and you will have to serve your own co-wife. Lakhanu Ramakeniba. Lakshmana will become the Senathipati, and then you will go to dogs. She gives an example. I will talk about it tomorrow. We will start with that and then continue tomorrow. Alright? See how the influences can take place. evil influences can be very powerful. Beware. With that thought, we will conclude for today. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।